There's been a lot of dangerous rhetoric coming from the White House in regards to threats against the Second Amendment. And a lot of this rhetoric is really just mind games, making people think that they're wasting their time supporting the Second Amendment, and making people think that if they go against the Second Amendment, that there is some productivity there. And really, what came out recently is something that kind of caught me off guard, was when the White House talked about this anti-Second Amendment effort, this effort to take guns out of the hands of citizens, this effort to illegalize, ban most viable self-defense weapons out there. This effort is being compared to a movement. And this is very dangerous rhetoric, because a movement is something that actually can change something, that has a successful outcome oftentimes. And the worst part is they compared it to the civil rights movement. Now, this is not even close to the same thing. One, it's offensive to consider it similar to the civil rights movement. But beyond that, the idea of comparing it to something like the civil rights movement ultimately shows people that they can change the Constitution, that they are on this road, this path of changing the world. You can change the Constitution because it is a movement of young people, or a movement of the next generation, or whatever the case may be. And it's not true. This is a legal issue. This is an issue that only can be changed through the court systems or through Congress. So to suggest that people can engage in some sort of a movement is very dangerous. It's like taking it to a whole new level, convincing what I believe to be greater than 50% of this country that the harder they go against the Second Amendment, the more successful they probably are going to be. And ultimately what you're doing is you're filling many citizens, hundreds of millions of citizens, with false hope, while you're turning them against the other half of this country. It's incredibly dangerous, with no successful outcome outside of Congress and the court system, or ATF making rules. Outside of that, you're not going to have any success. It's a dangerous thing to convince the population of this country that they can engage in a movement like the civil rights movement and ban guns from citizens and abolish the Second Amendment. This is taking it to a whole new level. The danger, the division of the country, the whole thing, it's taking it to a whole new level, and really needs to be shut down. I know obviously that's not going to happen, but at least we should talk about it on this side, because they're definitely talking about it on that side. I want to take a moment in this video and of course thank Jace Medical for not only their support of this channel, but really giving us the best prep that any prepper could possibly make. Having emergency antibiotics and or your emergency chronic meds on hand. Again, best prep you can ever make. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.